Well, definitely it has, specifically e-commerce. E-commerce have actually resulted in a lot of the bricks and mortar retailers exiting the traditional shopping malls, thereby resulted in higher vacancy rates in shopping malls. And in turn, landlords tend to bring in more F&B players to fill those space. In that regard, such a disruptive technology actually created more competition for us, being the F&B players inside these shopping malls. But at the same time, in the past few years, a lot of online food delivery platforms have come about, and that has also changed the way consumers behave and consumers interact with their mobile devices a lot more. They not only want to go online to do their shopping, they are also ordering food a lot more online. So I think we therefore work very closely with online food delivery platforms as well to bring our food offerings onto the platform, in a sense help us to also mitigate the impact from the reduction in footfalls in some of the shopping malls that we observe. That has proven to be pretty successful for us. In China, for instance, we observed that some of our food courts, which have a large variety of food offerings spanning across 15 to 20 food types in one particular setting, consumers enjoy the convenience of logging to the platform and getting a lot of options. It has already accounted for about 3 to 5% of our revenue and is still growing. And I think with that, working with the online delivery platforms and the proliferation of cashless transactions as a result has also significantly reduced the risk from the finance perspective in terms of cash in transit. So we have been able to perform our cash reconciliation at the end of the day a lot faster, easier, because today, 60 to 70% of our transactions, if not higher, are actually performed in a cashless way. So it also helps to reduce the risk of cash in transit and therefore created a lot of efficiency for us. In my opinion, professionalism and integrity are two of the very important attributes determine whether someone could become a trust leader in an organization, especially in our line of work where many of us are part of the FP&A, Financial Planning and Analysis function, where we work very closely with our operational colleagues in our day-to-day business and in helping them to make business decisions. It's important for us to let the numbers tell the story, so perform rigorous analysis and let that guide our decision making. And many a times, I think because FP&A accountants tend to have dual reporting line, one to the operational side, one to the financial side, they may not have the courage sometimes to come up with or to put forward their recommendations when they feel that that could be something that is contrary to the preferences of their operational colleagues, for instance. So I think it's important for us to have that courage and let our rigorous analysis and the numbers that we run actually do the talking. And over time, from my experience, the reputation, the professional reputation of the individual will gradually become that go-to person for many of the stakeholders in the organization when it comes to helping them, partnering them, and giving them advice in business decision making. Definitely, the ISCA membership has significantly benefited me in my professional career. I give myself a pat on the back for having done my pre-admission course when I was still working in the investment bank, so as to get my CA designation. I guess That helps greatly, especially when I eventually moved from the investment bank into BreadTalk Group, when the board of directors of BreadTalk Group had to deliberate on the appointment of a 32-year-old young chap in myself that at that point in time to become the CFO of this listed company. The CA accreditation definitely give them the additional stamp of assurance, I believe. Yeah, so it's worked very well for me. At the same time, being a part of the ISCA community, I was also privileged to have the opportunity to be part of the Young Finance Leader Network. That network, which was set up by ISCA about a year ago, provided me with a very good platform to interact with a lot of my peers who are similar in age and in terms of professional experience, whether on the practicing side or the non-practicing side. So in that regard, I get to learn a lot from them. We have a lot of fruitful and interesting interactions which help us tremendously in our work.